All right, well, trainer Sophia Peterson finished the second here today, regional first round here. She's moving on to regional final on Wednesday here. Shot a solid 86 here today. Just kind of start us off, kind of walk us through your day.
Every thought process was just like down and through, land on your left foot. So it went straight. Like that's just, I don't know, everything I thought of.
Sure. I wanted to say, what were maybe some of the things you felt were, or parts of your game that you felt were maybe working for you best today?
My driver was working pretty good. Putting wasn't good, but my chipping was. And maybe approach shots, everything probably, but I had a few bad shots.
Sure, and obviously I know the spring season has kind of been crazy weather-wise with a lot of these meets. A pretty nice day today, though.
Yeah.
How did that affect kind of your game plan going into today?
I got hot at a lot of times, but I don't think it affected it too much.
Sure, and obviously moving on to a final, just kind of your thoughts on being able to get to go over to Leon next week.
I'm excited. I don't think I would have imagined myself here 3 years ago, so it's great.
Say, what would be some of the goals for you moving into next Wednesday?
Go to state. Yeah.
Well, congrats on the performance today.
Thank you.
All right, Clarendon Taylor Rasmussen finishes third today, shoots an 87 here. She's moving on to a regional final individually. And Taylor, just start us off, kind of just walk me through your day here today.
Yeah, so I had a little bit of trouble with my driver, but throughout the whole day I had a lot of good second shots, and then my putting was pretty good. So overall, it worked out well.
Certainly, I want to say, well, what would you feel maybe were kind of the strengths for you out there today to be able to post that solid 87?
I would say my irons and my woods were hitting just perfectly pure for the most part, and so then I was able to maybe save some pars or bogeys with that.
Sure, I know obviously kind of the spring season's been a little wild weather-wise. I mean, kind of how did that affect your game plan today, obviously, with pretty calm weather and nice temperatures as well?
Yeah, so it was actually perfect. I haven't actually been able to play for 3 weeks because of an injury, so I just started practicing Sunday night, and so that has done a little bit of effects on my game, but weather was perfect today, so it was great.
Certainly, obviously, moving on to a final, how big is that for you to just kind of thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm really excited with how I did today, especially after not playing for a while, so hopefully we can make it to state.
So talk a little bit maybe some of the goals that you have headed into next week.
I would say to maybe get a straighter driver shot and then work on some putting, just keep up with my game.
That's on the performance today.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, well, Shenandoah Sarah Pickens is your winner here today in this regional first round here today in Red Oak. Shoots an 84 on the day. And Sarah, just kind of start us off, just kind of walk us through your day and what you felt was working for you the best out there.
Front nine was not great. I had a 45 on the front, which definitely could have been a lot better. Hole 6 got me. I took a 9 on that hole, but I was able to battle back. I stayed calm. Back 9 went really well. My irons were dialed. I was putting them about 10 foot from the hole, which left me some pretty good putts. So 39 on the back felt pretty good.
Certainly, and obviously, I'm sure you played this course a few times in your career. I mean, kind of talk about how that maybe helped to have a little bit of experience there on that back 9 particularly.
Yeah, I knew a lot of like the blind shots coming up, and I knew how some of the greens worked, where to land it, where not to. It definitely helped, especially just like knowing this tee box, I need to kind of hit it here. Having aiming points out there really helped.
Sure. Obviously, a little bit of a longer course as well here in Roto. Kind of talk a little bit, maybe kind of your game plan coming into today.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a longer course. I had kind of looked at it and just seen like some of the yardages, but I told myself play everything kind of like a par 4, par 5. I know there's some long par 3s out there, long par 5s, which I was able to birdie one of them, which felt pretty good.
Sure, and obviously, I've been talking about it with everybody. The spring season has been a little wild weather-wise when it comes to these events. I mean, what was it kind of like to be able to finally have some nice weather to play a solid round of golf in?
Yeah, it felt really nice. I mean, just being able to go out there and not have to worry about it raining 5 holes later or having 60-mile-an-hour winds, it felt really good. And it was just kind of calm. You're able to relax. You don't have to try to play like the conditions as much.
Sure. And obviously, moving on to a regional final next week, individual also has a team, of course, as we've talked about. Just any kind of goals, aspirations for you guys as you head into next Wednesday?
I mean, the goal obviously is to move on, make state, but just continue to get better. I mean, like shave a few strokes off here, a few strokes off there, and just overall as a team know that we did our best and gave ourselves the best chance.
So congrats on the performance today, Sarah.
Thank you.
All righty, well, Shenandoah Phillies come home third today here in regional first round action here, but they are going to advance on to a regional final next Wednesday here now with head coach Jay Soderberg. And coach, a solid 402 for you guys here today. Just kind of give us your thoughts on your girls' performance here today.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the girls. Picked the right time to have our best score of the year. We only have 4 girls, so it's one of those things. They have to be on their game each and every single hole. We had some adversity early on with a couple girls, but we talked through it. One hole's not going to define the whole round. We have 18 holes to play, so it was great to see them battle back all day long.
So maybe kind of talk a little bit about maybe some of the goals you guys had coming into this round here today.
Yeah, always it's a chance to advance, and Red Oak got us by 1 for second place, but we still get to advance. That was definitely first thought on my mind, and then the young lady that's going to come on next, I really wanted her to have a chance to move on to the next round. She's played some great golf, Sarah Pickens, this year. And just to see the rest of the team, all 4 girls had personal bests today, so it's a really great day for us.
And of course, you mentioned Sarah, 84 for her today. Just kind of speak to what she's really kind of brought to this team. Obviously, freshman as well, what she's been able to bring to this team for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. She's been around the game of golf for a long time. I've watched her in the junior ranks, worked with her a little bit as she was coming up, and so knew we had a special talent coming. It was one of those things, just really excited for her. She's played well all year. Coming off Monday, Hawkeye 10 champion, pretty exciting there. And then to just keep rolling that into today. Yesterday at practice, I think we got a little bit nervous for everything that was happening. But it was fun to see her just kind of battle back today and really play well.
So obviously you mentioned going to regional final in Leon on Wednesday. Just kind of talk a little bit about to have that chance to play in a regional final.
Yeah, so this is the second time as a golf coach I've had the opportunity to bring girls to the second round, and with a chance to move on is always really exciting. It's it's the best time of the year. It's playoff time, and it's win or go home, and so it's fun that we get to go tee it up again Monday in practice and go after it next Wednesday.
Congrats on the performance today.
Thank you, appreciate it.